Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ringside Rebellion. I am your host, Tyler Evans. Along for the ride, as always, is my tag team partner, the man who habitually writes checks his ass just can't cash. The man himself, Russ. Russ, how you doing, bro?
I am doing amazing.
All is well.
Amazing.
All is well. Another
episode of Rampage.
great
I can't wait to
episode
talk
of
about
Rampage.
it.
I can't wait
How's
to
it
talk
going?
about it.
Oh, man, it's
How's it going?
Going good. I am doing very well.
Yes,
So
sir.
before we get further into this,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
make sure that you give us a like and a share. We would really appreciate it. Help us make this channel grow. We're dedicated to this. We're going to keep on keeping on. And we hope you guys will keep alongside of us as we go along for this ride. All right, man. So this show got off to quite a start. He's going to squash him in 4 minutes. It's going to squash him in 4 minutes.
You know, it was a great match. This match that you're talking about,
versus Anthony
Mox
Bowens
versus
half
Anthony Bowens,
of the
half
acclaimed,
of the acclaimed,
Listen.
best rap group,
Listen.
rap group
Listen.
in wrestling.
And probably one of the best rap groups in the world, honestly, because rap is crap.
Shout out to was that Kurt Hennig? Was that Kurt Hennig? There's one thing that I hate. There's one thing that I hate. Crap. It's a bunch of crap.
I
Hate rap. Hate rap.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
All right.
So his rap was just fantastic. He says Moxley's wife hasn't called it back yet, but the network censors sure did. They want Moxley to watch his mouth.
Wow.
And they're gonna send him back to the garbage indies. GCW. Hilarious.
Out the gate, man. I was kind of anticipating Moxley to do the Eddie Kingston treatment, in the middle of the rap, go out there and just beat the hell out of Caster. But no, he let the boys get off their rap and get off their little moment. He definitely made them pay. Throughout the match.
I was a little concerned. I was wondering, is Max gonna go real hardcore here? Is he gonna drop some serious bombs? But he stayed away.
Before we even talk about the rap. Moxley, dude, he came out and it looked like he had a different vibe going on. Like he looked kind of positive, a little more energetic. He was a little more energetic. People were walking through the crowd. People were hitting him on the back, and hitting him on the back, and guys was trying to do a little selfie with Moxley, and selfie with Moxley, and he was just like kind of down. He looked like he had a good time. He looked like he had a good time. Yeah, he just really doesn't. He just really doesn't acknowledge him. Kind of he's in that. But he kind of looked like he was embracing the moment. He kind of looked like he was embracing the moment, kind of like a different type of vibe than last week.
I really I'm changing my feeling a little bit on how I felt like he looked. Previously, I was thinking, man, I don't know how I feel about the skinnier looking Mox. I kind of like the thicker, like tank looking Moxley, but and it's a dramatic difference. But he looks good, man. He looks ripped. He looks on it. He doesn't look like look like a Siberian bear anymore, but I like it.
He looked like a less shredded version of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to me. Tall, like kind of still got the muscle, but still got the muscle at the waist, slim at the waist, so you kind of look. And I liked what I seen. And I liked what I seen. It was a good match. It was a good match.
So right into it, man. The rap was so good that during the whole thing, Caster looks at Bowens and said, "Be careful, man. He's crazy." When he tried to get up on the turnbuckle, and as he said it, Moxley just decks him, man. So they grabs Bowen with a German suplex. This good little start to it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's quick rundown of the match. Moxley took the fight to the floor and he brawled with Bowens all over the arena. They fought on the floor for a while until Bowens sent Moxley's arm into the ring post. Back into the ring they went. Bowens worked over Moxley's arm. They got a near fall with a Russian leg sweep. Moxley came back with a standing vertical suplex, which was really, really nice. And landed some kicks to the chest, a la Daniel Bryan style. Caster tripped
Man,
up
when
Moxley.
he was hitting, when he was hitting him with those kicks to the chest, man, those kicks to the chest, man, with the steel toe boots, man, those are just so savage, man. Those are just so savage, doing the Daniel Bryanson kicks, doing the Daniel Bryanson kicks, essentially. Those were the Bryanson kicks with steel toe boots, though. Yeah, with steel toe boots, though. Yeah, so I was like, dude, that's and then the vertical suplex, and then the vertical suplex, another savage, just kind of a beastly lifts him up for the vertical, but then lifts him up for the vertical, but then he's like kind of carelessly tosses. I was thinking there was a spot there. I was thinking there was a spot there that I was like, dude, if Mox does move from from the top rope, just like that, from the top rope, just like that, I think that would. But yeah, go ahead.
He looked great.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Caster trips Moxley up.
Yeah.
Bowens actually hits a rolling forearm and a ripcord neck breaker. Gets a real close fall. Bowens hits a swinging neck breaker. And then the show goes into a picture-in-picture. Once they get back from the break, I can't lie. I was not paying as much attention in picture-in-picture. It just, it's first world problems here, but picture-in-picture now is about the size of my TV screen when I was a kid. But now it just seems like it's so tiny to watch. It's so hard to keep up with, man.
Yeah.
But back in the break, Bowens suplex Moxley from the top rope. Gets a real close near fall.
Yeah.
Moxley gets back up. And Caster is real close to the outside, so Moxley grabs a hold of Bowens, slings him to the outside, onto Caster, then runs against the ropes, hits a nice over-the-top springboard. Or sorry, not springboard, dive, excuse me. Bowens caught Moxley with a twisting, hanging DDT into the ropes for another near fall. Moxley comes back into the ring with a jumping pile driver. Moxley tries for a sunset flip. Bowens counters with the Davey Boy finish from SummerSlam 92. Then a little just going to peel over, grab them legs, and hold him down. Moxley escapes. Bowens gets another near fall in his 4-minute squash match into an inverted Uranagi into the Acclaim to Fame.
That's a sick DDT. That's a sick DDT. That's a sick setup on the DDT. You get set up on the DDT. When he's setting it up, you have no idea. But then he just rolls perfectly. Then he just rolls perfectly into it. Sick off the rope DDT. Nice stuff. Nice.
Anthony Bowens goes to the boombox, but Aubrey Edwards grabs it, takes it away. It's real funny, man. During this spot, Bowens is like, "Come on, just let me." Like. It's so funny seeing him trying to argue for that spot, man. That was hilarious. That was great. That was great. So while he's kind of doing that, Caster slips Bowens a chain. Moxley, of course, is already watching. Grabs hold of Bowens, hits him with a cutter.
Surprising.
Yeah, right.
Surprising. I was like, oh, Moxley does cutters now. Awesome. Moxley does cutters now. Awesome.
Caster tries to get into the ring, but Moxley takes him out. Then he hits the King Kong lariat onto Bowens. Finish Bowens off with the paradigm shift. It looked a little bit more like a Death Rider to me, but is what it is. Hits him for the 1-2-3. He didn't beat him up too bad after that, which was surprising. Moxley's usually like, I'm just gonna hit everybody I see. Come here, Aubrey.
Yeah. During that match, and there we go. Boom! There we go. Boom! Yeah, during that match. During that match. One thing that happened that you had mentioned last the last episode for Dynamite. The last episode for Dynamite was Moxley. He hit Bruce Bones. I'm here in San Antonio. Bruce Bones. I'm here in San Antonio. He hit Anthony Bones with elbows, and I just elbows. It just made me think like an awesome, brutal type of finisher. Use the elbows, man. This time he did it caught in the ring, in the ring, or in the smash him with the elbows. He was just like smash him with the elbows. That was pretty cool, man. So I like the match, but I will have to say, man, like the match was good. It was good. This match was more competitive. But this match was more competitive than the match with him versus Trent. I'm like, I don't. No. I think the match with Trent should have definitely been this match. and this should have switch it. This should have to me have been even more. I didn't say 4 minutes just because. I didn't say 4 minutes just because. I was thinking saying 4 minutes guessing. I was thinking saying 4 minutes because yes. No, I would have preferred this to be. I would have preferred this to be more of a competitive, back and forward. But in all actuality, it was more of a squashing Bowens for 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Bowens having some signs of life. Bowens having some signs of life. I'm not mad at it. So I'm not mad at it. It was a great match for Bowens to have a chance to against Moxley like that. Against Moxley like that. Work with him. And there was no like botches. There was no like botches or anything like that. It was a good match. Feel like Moxley should have just beat the hell out of him. That's me.
You can feel however you want.
That's me. Yeah. True. Yeah. True. That's true. You're a Bowens fan. You're a Bowens fan, and for many reasons, I understand. Go ahead.
Anyways, post match, Bryan Danielson is backstage watching TV. Which, fun fact, Bryan Danielson doesn't have a TV in his house. He does not watch TV.
Someone spent too much time watching the Bella show.
I've never watched that show. Oh. Yeah. But one thing I did like about this is, you ever notice in WWE, anytime that they're watching screens in the back, they're always like watching it very awkwardly, like off to the side angle, and not even looking at the screen at all. Bryan Danielson was actually like looking at the screen like front on, like that was. It's a small thing, but that's always bothered me as a wrestling fan. Even as a kid, I was like, "Why? Who watches TV like that? What's wrong with these guys?" Also, why are you recording and watching TV? What is? But, it's just a small little touch.
Yeah. Good to see Bryan Danielson. Good to see Bryan Danielson like a normal watching TV like a normal person.
All right. So. Then we get a pre-taped promo from Gyla Rose about her match with Ruby Soho on Dynamite.
With who? With
Gyla Rose.
Oh, okay.
About his match with Ruby Soho on Dynamite. That match has been made in Chicago. So, we expect to get some Soho pop.
So yeah, and some real serious heat. Some real serious convenient excuse for heat for Rose.
Yeah,
Rose.
But she won't.
Because there's gonna be heat. Yeah, there's gonna be heat no matter where Rose goes. But better excuse for Rose to be fighting. Soho in Chicago. Soho that he's gonna be amazing. And we'll see how they play that out. We'll see how they play that out.
All right. Next up, we get a backstage with Andrade Olio and
and the kid
and Jose going to look for Sting. They find a kid sitting in the locker room.
Yep.
And he finds Darby Allin. He's got a contract that he wants his boss to sign. Allen's like, "You think I work for Sting?"
Where's your boss?
Right.
Where's your boss?
Hey, look, it's the kid.
Andrade straight out of Narcos.
Good Lord, man. After a few minutes of back and forth, he pulls a bat out from behind the chair and threatens him. And Idolo and Jose get Olio. I love Andrade, man. I think I like this new gimmick for him. I just hope.
Yeah.
I just need Jeff to get in there and get Matt away from that entire situation. We'll talk about Private Party a little bit more later. But actually, right now, it's next.
Yeah.
Live.
I would say Darby. It's Darby. It's a work in progress, man. Knows how to work their talent. Really shine on the mic. This was kind of now I understand why they use Darby in that way, because Darby in that way, because he still doesn't have that control over those types of situations, the promo side of the promo side of it was a cool segment. But I thought it was a cool segment. I thought Andrade is a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Seems like a drug dealer to me. Like a drug dealer, Mexican drug dealers, one of those Mexican drug dealers, yeah. Where's your boss? Where's your boss? This is the kid. This is the kid. I love these kids. Where's your boss?
All right. And then, in my opinion, probably the most impressive performance in recent memory for me, someone to make a serious impression, was FTR beating Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson. Man. That, you want to talk about needing a push? Give Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson a push. It was not.
That was awesome.
It wasn't just
that was awesome.
FTR. While they were working with FTR is going to enable that style so much. It's going to really play up to that style a ton. But at the same time, man, he looked like his dad in there. He looked like his dad in there.
Amazing.
I mean, amazing. I got chills just talking about it. It was literally the most impeccable performance I've seen. I didn't even realize he had this kind of like ability in him. They never let him go like this. They never let him wrestle like this. And I really hope Tony Khan, and I hope that the fans are messaging to Tony to let him know, man, this is legit. This is some stuff we want to see more often. This team is awesome. Lee Johnson looked great. I mean,
that was awesome. That was awesome. I texted you right after. So Lee got in there, and I've watched Lee multiple times, and I'm kind of like, okay, he's kind of. I don't know, man. These guys, all of these guys, the little guys seem to be kind of bulking up. Seem to be kind of bulking up, kind of finding their way. They don't want to be. They don't want to be shrimps. You know, they want to have shrimps. You know, they want to have a little side. He was one of those guys. He was one of those guys where he wasn't like, but he was a huge guy. He wasn't like you, a small skinny guy like you. Kind of, he looks like he's kind of bulked up. He looks like he's kind of bulked up a little bit. And
writes checks all the time. The disaster just can't cash.
I'm just very observant. That's all I'm saying. I'm just very observant. That's all I'm saying. When I was watching that first was it going against Cash? And like you said, FTR, it wasn't just FTR, but man, it wasn't just FTR, but man, they come out with energy. If you really want to get people, going, dude, go in a tag match against FTR. Go in a tag match against FTR because they're going to be intense right off the bat. Intensity right off the bat. And Lee Johnson. FTR. Yeah. I mean, because they could put anyone over, because they could put anyone over on anybody, and then they could get over on anybody, and it's just it's awesome.
I want FTR with the belts. They deserve those titles. They deserve those.
Well, they have the AAA. Well, they have the AAA Costa
Mexico titles. Who cares? Give them the freaking AEW Tag Team Championships. Who cares if they've got?
They are luchador champions.
That's great for their work, but no. No one cares about. I mean, AAA. Okay, I'm not gonna say no back. AAA puts on some good shows. But No, it's not the same. It's not the same in any way, shape, or form. Is it the same?
Yeah.
And I love Jurassic Express, but they're like far down on my list of favorite tag teams. I love them both individually.
Yeah.
I don't think that those titles they shouldn't be around their waists. They just shouldn't be. There's too many other amazing tag teams right now. I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, I guess I kind of understand it because when you're like, oh, and your arm is completely bent backwards, you're gonna lose the belts and whoever you're fighting against.
Yeah,
you have to roll with it.
Yeah,
but at the same time.
But watching this match, like, oh my god! You just were like, AEW's tag team division is just pick, just find a group that legitimately be tag team champions and represent really well. For this match, I remember. This match is insane because this match is insane. Right after Brock made his very first in-ring appearance, after he got tagged, it was a hot tag. Like this it was amazing. Give us the play-by-play. Give us the play-by-play.
All right, so early on, Brock is going up against both members of FTR. Lots of mat work. It just looked really, really solid. Brock tags Johnson in, and Johnson hits a Piscata on the Cash Wheeler. And he gets backdropped over the top by Anderson onto Dax Hardwood.
Dude, that was so sick. So sick. He squashed him, man. Like he squashed him. I was stoked for this match.
Like, boom, like spine compressed, back of the head, like. Whew, I was a little concerned, but.
And you know what? One thing I want to say. What I really liked about the match is like, right? But if you know, never seeing these guys kind of team up together. See him come out, and then see him on the, getting ready. How's this gonna work? Like this is two different dudes, right? Like two different dudes, right? Like obviously two different styles. Brock is definitely an old school style. Definitely an old school style. Aggressive, kind of like FTR, right? Aggressive, kind of like FTR, right? Whereas Lee Johnson,
he's the son that Arn always wanted.
Well, then they had a cool little moment. They had a cool little moment where they are doing kind of the same thing, and then they realize that this is the stare down. That's why I texted. I was like, amazing. That's why I texted. I was like, dude, this is awesome. But and then Lee Johnson is a little bit more of kind of like Lee Moriarty, not necessarily super high flyer, but he can do the little bit more technical, a little bit more technical, real fast. Watching it, I was like, dude, how's this? Right off the gate, I was like, this is an awesome tag team. This is an awesome tag team. The two styles, unexpected. You get a couple different styles thrown in there. A couple different styles thrown in there, but it works perfectly. It's like food, right? It's like combining two different foods, and you're like, how's this gonna work? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like the tag team. It's like the tag team that we would be. That we would be. You know what I'm saying?
Where it's a swapped version of me and you.
Yeah, that's right.
Lee Johnson would.
That's right.
The kind of style that would work. Brock's the kind of style that would work.
That's right, man.
That's so funny.
That's right, man. That is exactly right. Yep. Oh, before we move on. Speaking of wrestling, because we gotta let the people know.
You gotta give the people what they want.
It's only a matter of time. Before you see these two good-looking faces on the screen, and not this on the screen, and not this screen. Yeah, you're right. Not this good-looking face, you're right. And then this good-looking face, and then this guy. But you'll see both of us. Speaking of tag team, but this is the tag team you want. But Moxley, he stole my move. He stole my move. Did you see him? He stole my move. Did you see him? He stole my move. During that match with Anthony Bowens. And it's okay, I'm gonna let Mox do it because he does a little different. He was licking. He was giving Anthony Bowens. 12 years a slave. 12 years a slave. If you know about those 12 years a slave, that's my move. That's my move. I'm just saying. I'm not mad. I'm just saying. That's my move. Go ahead. That's my move. Go ahead. The 12 years a slave back chops. 12 years a slave back chops.
Gets a
Love him.
high crossbody off the top for a 2 count, and the show goes to a commercial break. Once come back from pitcher, Johnson hits a hangman's neckbreaker onto Harwood, and he gets a tag over to Anderson, who clotheslines both members of FTR. This is when he really started going ham. He hits a doctor
big clothesline.
Yeah, man.
Big clothesline
on the Wheeler. He goes for the DDT, but Dax counters. Anderson catapults Johnson into the. I cannot pronounce how he says it. What's catapults him into a Gamagiri? Is that how it's said?
I don't know. Ninja Gini.
From Johnson.
Send those Ninja Guineas, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
On the Cash Wheeler, Johnson hits a frog splash, a spinning frog splash for a near.
Sick. Sick.
And that's the way they all do them, honestly. There's no reason that the opponent should be sliding over and positioning himself.
Setting it up.
Right.
Yeah, this is so awkward.
There's no reason you shouldn't be able to spin that much.
Who did it to? Was it to Dax or Cash? Is it okay? Yeah. Well, okay. Well, yeah. I think he usually was like, he can adjust.
Pretty much.
He can adjust.
So on the floor, you see Tully Blanchard messing with think it was Anderson that was on the floor. So Arn comes up behind him, just standing.
I missed the spot.
Oh man,
I missed the spot.
And totally turns around and sees him. Anderson knocked him out with a real ugly left hand. It was real sloppy looking.
I missed it.
Yeah, it was
I missed
bad.
it.
They old.
Well, yeah, the last time he threw that left hand, the last time I forgot who it looked pretty good against, but what I recall. So, yeah,
it looked like he tried to go for like a double body chop. Is what it looked like. It was weird.
Did Tully take the bump well? Did Tully take the bump well, or what?
I mean, had he not done that, it would have really looked bad. But he looked great.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So get back into the ring. Johnson got caught in the FTR corner, and they hit him with a spike pile driver for the win.
Yeah.
What a match. What a match.
Brock came in there, and big boy clotheslines. Big boy clotheslines. I think the people hyped on this. I mean, super hyped on this. I don't know if it was just me. I don't know if it was just me because I was just kind of smiling and just like kind of clapping along. So I don't felt like the energy was up. It felt like the energy was up during this match. Shout out to Brock. But shout out to Brock and back the double headbutt. Bringing back the double headbutt. You remember that? He brought up the double headbutt.
The first time he did it, I mean, he made some serious looking contact. He either didn't connect and just made it look perfect, or he really smacked the shit out of him with it, man. I mean, I'm talking that was. But yeah, man. Ow!
But it wasn't until he grabbed. Dax and Cash and brought him in for the double. I was like, thank you.
Actually headbutted him earlier in the match. Talking about the meeting of the minds. I do that to my nephew and my kid all the time.
Nice. I mean, hey, that's from the old Arn Anderson days. I was just like, I was overjoyed watching this. And the finish was good. And the finish was good. I didn't want to mark out so bad. Where I was like, of course they should have won. Of course, but man. This time next year, I mean, they have to be. I mean, if they're going to keep them together, wouldn't you keep them together? And why wouldn't you keep them together after going against the best? And they look damn good. That's just another one. Come on, man. That's just another one that's right in the mix. They're squashing the acclaim. They're squashing the acclaim. No. I'm not saying they would. I'm not saying they would. In my view, I'm just saying that they are the team. To me, that is already better. To me, that is already better than the acclaim is. And the acclaim's awesome. That was just some good wrestling, man. That was just good wrestling, man. Good rap. That was wrestling. Yeah,
it was good stuff. I mean, I don't want. I wish everybody could win all the time because there's so many amazing tag teams. Man, they're just. It's so
the booking has to must suck in that position, in that position,
Tony Khan, because it must be nice to have a life like that.
Oh, jeez, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Let's see. I only buy this toy today. This is Danhausen Toys limited edition. I'm gonna buy this and bring this in. That's what he's doing. He's taking his action figures and making them fight. I mean, it's just awesome.
Yeah. And he's got some really good action figures. That's for sure.
All right. So we get a Mercedes Martinez and Thunder Rosa video package.
Mercedes Cyborg Martinez.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's basically what she looks like. A little less manly. So Excalibur says the feud's been heating up, but really it's just been them talking back and forth, short of the one time that Mercedes attacked Thunder Rosa. Unless something's happened on Dark or something, but you think they would have mentioned that? I know Rosa fights a lot on Dark.
Yeah.
You would think they would have mentioned it at some point if that had happened, but I don't know Mercedes.
It's just like some street Latina shit, Street Latina shit,
Yeah. I've never
pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much.
I've never seen Mercedes Martinez wrestle. I love Thunder Rosa, but I've never seen her wrestle. I don't know anything about her really, but apparently she's been around forever.
Yeah.
But
Same. I don't know much about her. I don't know much about her either. Other than like Cyborg.
Yeah, I mean,
she looks like
When
Cyborg.
someone's been around for that long and they haven't made it to WWE, there's usually a problem.
Yeah, but I don't. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like WWE. But it doesn't look like a looker. She's definitely got like this. She's definitely got like this badass vibe about her, right? Vibe she's about not her, much right? of a looker, but she's not much of a looker. WWE and it seems to me WWE has, you know what I'm saying? A lot of lookers, you know what I'm saying?
They have one that looks like Gyla Rose. They've got, well, she's actually got fired. She got fired. But they're not.
Is that all, Jax?
Yeah.
Is that Jax? But even her, but even her, but even her, you can fix her up to look presentable. You know what I'm saying?
Big girl, she pretty cute.
And she doesn't really look like Gyla. She doesn't really look like Gyla. Come on, let's be real. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
I would hit it if I had the opportunity. You're right.
Well, let's not go that far with it either. You know, this is a children's program. A children's program. Okay.
Children content disabled here, sir. We cuss too much. We talk too much about important things like the fact that a man is wrestling with a woman, and we're honest about it. That's why we're the rebellion, because we're honest and we're real.
Thanks for reminding me. Nice. All right.
So, I don't really care that much about that match, just being real.
Yeah.
You should see how it goes. And I think, if Mercedes is at all capable, Thunder Rosa can carry her to an amazing match. But she may end up being just phenomenal. Yeah. I need to do some research on her and check her out, but they may have a phenomenal match. I'm not going to judge it until I see it. And I'm not going to not watch it. I'm going to check it out and see what we got. So,
Yeah.
Get another
shout out to Thunder Rosa. She's Thunder Rosa. From San Antonio. We're in this thing, man. We are in this thing. Yeah.
So get another video package. This time it's hyping up Serena Deeb.
I missed this one.
Yeah.
I missed this one. Yeah, I missed it.
He black.
Yeah, I missed it.
So just it's just highlights of her just destroying people and smiling. That's about it. Here's what it is. I mean, Serena Deeb's awesome. Not a great on the mic, but in ring, just a monster. She's small, but she a monster.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So true.
Yep.
So true.
The professor. All right. So we get that bitch versus Julia Hart.
No.
Championship
That bitch.
That bitch. How you gonna be a man of faith and call somebody a bitch?
Like this, bitch. Like this, bitch.
All right. So we're on TNT and we're having a TBS championship match.
And they did the inverse of that last week or on Dynamite. TNT match. TNT match on TBS.
They never should have named these titles TNT and TBS. I think that was a terrible mistake. Because what happens if you guys go somewhere else in 5 years? You're gonna just the lineage of these titles.
Yeah.
You're gonna merge them into something else like WWE would do. To me that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Naming those after networks, it's just you should have come up with something else. European title. I don't know.
That's a prestigious title right there.
Could have done something. I don't know. It just seems a little not thought through. And especially considering now they're kind of backed in the corners because they didn't want to put Jade's match on Beach Break.
Well, they did. This was just a little bit better. Than it was last. By giving her, I was like, all right. Jade event. And it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. But again, facing Julia is a perfect matchup. Like, hey, you can't give her. Like, hey, you can't give her Thunder Rosa. You can't give her Thunder Rosa. Ruby Soho again because Ruby Soho that was a travesty. That was a travesty. And it didn't make any sense. And it didn't make any sense. Like you said, she actually looks good. Like you said, she actually looks good. She actually looked good against Anna. She actually looked pretty good against Julia. Squashing Julia. Why didn't she at least look good? Why didn't she at least look good?
Someone who's
Ruby with Ruby. Yeah. Did it go too long? Maybe did it go too long? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it just went too long.
Maybe Ruby was like, "This is bullshit. I'm gonna throw this match. I'm gonna make you look like trash."
Is that in her? I don't know much about it. Is that in her? I don't know much about it. Is that possible? Is that possible?
Ruby doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
But she is from Chicago. I don't know what's in the water over there. I don't know what's in the water over there.
Probably.
Is she half black? Is she half black? What's wrong with you? Are you black? What's wrong with you? Are you black?
He said that, folks, not me.
Just asking. It's just question. Just asking. It's just question.
He's asking.
I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking. So anyways, all right. So anyways.
Cargill catches Hart with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker almost right off rip. Actually looked like a pretty good backbreaker. Surprised me she can pull a move off like that. But she looked pretty solid. Maybe it's because Julia weighs like 62 pounds, but
That could be a.
No.
That could be a.
She's a little lady. She's probably about 120, in all honesty. But Jade hits her with that. Looked nice. Hits with an elbow, gets a near fall. Then Jade sits up, does some sit-ups. Gets a few of them in. The crowd counts them, which is funny.
Yeah.
That was a good little spot. I think that's she needs to keep that. In. Like do a whole workout. Do some push-ups.
That's right.
Do sit-ups.
You got to find a way to get over. You got to find a way to get over. Your looks already put you above. But now just capitalize. a little bit more in this ring because obviously you are not the best person in the ring. You are not the best person in the ring. So you got to find ways to use what you use what you got. Yeah. Well, use what you got. Well, obviously you can. Yeah. There you go. And I'm just. To me, I'm like, man, someone is going to snatch that hair off. I don't know. She got that. She got that Elmer's glue. Yeah. But yeah, man. But did you notice when Jade was on the banner there? It said on the little banner there, Jade's last win. Was versus Anna Jay. Anna Jay. Man, that's embarrassing. Man, that's embarrassing. And then it's like Jade 25-0. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. But not even though, man. Like Goldberg, he could wrestle. He actually went in there, and people believed he was a monster. Because he was a monster. Because he was a monster. So for all the things, the little technical things that he couldn't do, he could go in there and sell. He could go in there and sell the crowd. And he could go in there and be the monster that people believe. Be the monster that people believed him to be. Jade can't do that. Jade can't do that. She's finding her way. She was doing the sit-ups. She has the poses. She has the poses and little attitude. She has kind of little attitude. So I liked it. We're a long ways out. We're a long ways out. And our fantasy didn't. Our fantasy didn't. Let's go.
So Hart.
Let's go.
Starts going for clotheslines, and she's like bouncing off of Jade like rubber. Like. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen someone bounce off of somebody quite like that going for clotheslines, but it's pretty cool. She makes a brief comeback, throws her into the corner, hits a running like backhand spring elbow, I think is what it was. Yeah. Cargill picks her up on top of her shoulders. Looks like she's about to hit her with like a electric chair drop. Julia spins around and counters with a victory roll, gets a near fall. Then Cargo pops up and says, "I'm that bitch," hits her with a pump kick to the chest, and jades her for the finish. 1, 2, 3.
Next.
Hey, who is she? Who is she slated to go against? Did they say anything?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Was there any
Malachi
Black or House
Malachi
of
Black
stuff
or
going
House
on
of Black
match?
stuff
Nope.
going on?
I don't
in this
remember.
match?
Nope.
Because I don't remember.
Okay. All right.
That's why I was
All
telling
right.
her. As soon as she walked out, I was like, "It's not gonna happen tonight." She was in the cheerleader outfit and everything. If they do it, she's gonna be looking a little. She'll be wearing something a little bit different. It'll be a little bit more obvious, I think.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
at this point, I'm
Yeah.
starting to think
Wow.
that's just not gonna happen.
No, I think you were right.
No, I think you were right.
I think it's gonna happen. Man, they're really just dragging this out.
Man, they're really just dragging this out, and
Yep.
maybe then will I have some sort of interest or
some
care
sort of
about
interest
Julia.
or
I didn't
care
really even know
about
she
Julia. I
wrestled.
didn't really even know she
I've seen her on
wrestled.
I've seen her on
Dark a couple times, but
on Dark a couple times, but
I don't care.
whatever. I don't care.
That's your girlfriend.
That's your girlfriend.
All right.
She's not my
I don't care.
girlfriend.
All right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But she hot.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
He doesn't really date Julia Hart.
He doesn't really date
Bro.
Julia Hart.
Just for the record, he doesn't.
Just for the record, he doesn't date Julia.
So get a main event promo. Man, Private Party's talking about pounding ass, and they're gonna stop that garbage. It's embarrassing. So we're gonna just breeze on by this little promo here, and it's time for the main event.
WWB. But I will say, I don't remember
the whole
promo package or
promo package
build up
or,
to the main event.
The build up to the main event.
But actually,
This normally
Matt Hardy and
Private Party,
I call them
the Hardy Party or the
Hardy Party
or the Party
whatever.
Party Hardy.
Normally,
I kind of like. I kind of like
the
promo wasn't that
I
bad.
thought the promo wasn't that bad. And then Jungle Boy got his little cheap words in. He got his little words in.
You're always talking about pounding. You're always talking about pounding.
I've beaten every configuration of
the Hardy family or whatever. The Hardy family or whatever.
It was okay. I thought it was okay.
Hold on, Russ. Restart a little bit. Look like I lost you there for about 8 seconds. I don't know what happened.
I was just saying, you get the old man Hardy versus old man Christian dynamic kind of going back, and you kind of see the contrast between the two. So
yeah, no doubt. I did actually like that Christian called out Matt. He said, "Seems to me," or maybe was it Christian? I think it was. He said, "You're either doing a really bad leading these guys, or I can't remember what he said, but it was a nice little shot.
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah, I wasn't mad, and the whole vibe of the match, I thought it was actually a pretty good match as well.
Yeah.
And the entrance, there was one key little thing I picked up on with Private Party coming out. You see the gun club in the back. They were out there. The gun club. They were out in the crowd. Did you see those guys? The gun club.
I don't know this gun club.
Billy.
The ass
Okay, there we go. yes, very nice.
Rod ass and Todd ass.
Oh my God, Danhausen. Go away, Danhausen.
No. He has to make all the monies.
But they were Gun Club was out there, and I was like, this is kind of strange. Why are they? But then it made sense why we were seeing Gun Club continue. Sure.
Yeah. So, as it says in my notes, the Gun Club are at ringside. They're yelling at Jurassic Express. Private Party was already in the ring. Did their shots entrance, which all right, yeah.
I'm gonna do this with the whole
I do really
rest
like
of the video.
I really enjoy the the bouncer. I think that's hilarious. Like the opening up the
the rope.
Yeah.
It's silly, dude. It's silly. And Isaiah.
Touch, man. Like it.
Like,
I love entrances like that. Like unique entrances that have things like that. That's the stuff that really wins me over as far as presentation goes. It's like I sent you the vaudeville. Did you watch that video I sent you the other day?
Yes.
I think that's cool, man. I love like that, like interactive entrances. That's just it's cool.
That was that was cool. I did watch that. That was hey, put him up there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Isaiah Cassidy is another person that's like he was kind of like you, Gumby, scrawny, very little. Insignificant. But now when you look at him, it's like he's hitting the gym. He's getting a little bigger, and he's out there flexing on people now. So I just think it's awesome that someone's putting a bug in there. It's probably Billy Gunn, the leader of the Ass Boys. The leader of the Ass Boys, and he's probably
Okay, he's all about it.
They're all getting jacked. What are they doing over there at AEW? They're like this ain't NXT.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not everybody's listening. Adam.
Yeah. The incredible. Then we have the incredible shrinking Adam Cole.
Jeez. And I mean that's true though. It really is true.
I think he's getting jacked. I'm telling you. I think he's a little bit putting on a little weight, putting on a little muscle. I'm telling you. I know these guys.
He's no.
Is he shrinking?
He's not shrinking, but he's not growing. He's not growing anymore.
You froze up on me.
He has shrunk some. He's absolutely.
There we go.
He's not shrinking now, but he has shrunk from his time in NXT.
Yeah.
And I think maybe he's getting too comfy. He's like, I'm right here next to Britt all the time. I'm taking it easy. Just chilling.
I mean, you would think he's living a good life. Britt should be putting the pounds on him. You know, that's what's supposed to happen.
DMD. Yeah.
The doctor.
Yeah. So, while the Gun Club is yelling at the Jurassic Express during the entrance, they're nice and distracted. Private Party takes a big advantage. Probably one of the biggest advantages I've ever seen in a tag team match right off rip. Very, very nice. So, they're attacking them on the floor. They managed to get Luchasaurus incapacitated. They get Jungle Boy into the ring and they hit the gin and juice. First move of the match, gin and juice.
That was soon as they ring the bell, gin and juice. Bam.
And Jungle Boy still having the title belt on him. Still
Awesome stuff.
Jungle Boy.
I mean, obviously, you can't end it like that. But a part of me was like, give them the title after that.
Like,
shake it up.
That would have been a serious shake up. You want to talk about like anything can happen? You got to watch every episode. Anything can happen at any time.
Yeah. At some point, we have to go down that path. That to me would set this wrestling game apart. And kind of
missing, man. Think back to when we watched wrestling when we were younger, man.
Yeah.
You didn't want to miss any of Raw or any of Nitro because anything could happen at any point in time. Anything. You just never knew what was going to happen next. And it Shock TV. I understand that Cornette talks about hating that Shock TV stuff, but you want to really create a wrestling buzz again and get people back into it, you got to make some stuff happen that people aren't used to seeing week in and week out. AEW is doing much better about making television interesting again, but you've really got to get in there and you've got to make some changes that are going to, attract some eyes. I can show people the AEW product and they're going to be impressed, but if they're not wrestling fans already, it's probably not going to get them to tune in.
I agree 100%. To me, the thing that they could do, there's a lot of different shocking things you can do. But in terms of this whole win-lose type of situation, you gotta give some guys just the holy shit. I can't believe that just happened. Like literally, this guy just beat this guy, and it's completely mind-blowing, and it's completely unexpected. He hit them with the finisher. Gin and Juice. Of course. Again, it's hard to say give him the win, but just give him the win. That would just be amazing. That's kind of like what we're at in terms of combat fans. We're used to watching UFC. Crazy matchup, and holy shit, the fight just ended in 2 minutes. Holy shit! This guy just came in, wasn't even supposed to be fighting this week. Just came in and Nate Diaz just came in, just beat Conor McGregor, the greatest fighter of all time. He just beat him off a 10-day notice. Just beat him handedly. Where are those matches at? I think that would be just. Give him that push.
I think this probably wouldn't have been the match to do it in because I think they're going for the angle to Matt Hardy.
But don't do it in.
In HFO.
Yeah.
But that's actually not a bad idea. Like, you get somebody that's like a legit striker. Like, shouldn't say. Look at what Punk did.
Yeah.
Punk just squashed, and I got angry about it because I was like, they shouldn't have squashed him. But
yeah.
Fair enough. But I think maybe you got to make that happen. Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. Can't do it all the time.
Yeah, but it's not a bad little opinion there, sir. Not a bad opinion.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do talk some good sense. Not often.
Yeah, sometimes.
Don't get your head any bigger. Anyways, so Jungle Boy kicks out. They go for a double leg drop, and Jungle Boy moves out of the way. Gets the tag over to Luchasaurus. Private Party drops to the floor. Luchasaurus chases after him. Once they're on the floor, Matt Hardy catches Luchasaurus with a chair to the knee. Private Party takes control again. We go to a break. It's a picture-in-picture. Now we come back from the break, and Andrade, Edie Lowell, and Jose are watching from a luxury box, watching their guys. Then the one spot I really thought was lame happens next, where Luchasaurus is trying to get the tag over to Jungle Boy, but the members of Private Party are holding his legs like kids. that was stupid. Dragging him. It was just kind of like spotty. It was a hokey. Not a good look. Makes the tag over to Jungle Boy, and Jungle Boy starts hitting top rope moves on the Private Party. Isaiah Cassidy catches Jungle Boy with an enziguri, gets a real close near fall. Really nice enziguri. Really, really nice. Looked real pretty. Jungle Boy got his hand up a little bit too soon for my taste. He had it up as soon as he started throwing the kick. And
do you really want a chance in the face?
No,
by an
enziguri? I don't think that you should put it up as soon as you see him start moving, and you're sitting here for like 3 seconds while he's winding that kick up. I think that's
true.
Hey man. It's hard to suspend that disbelief.
Tell him, man. You have one time a week. You gotta lay it out on the line. People pay the hard-earned money. Sitting in the stadium. People, thousands of people watching right there on the TV screen. Get kicked in the face. You'll be fine.
We got kicked a lot for free.
Get kicked in the face. Just kidding.
Kicked in the head once a week for free. So.
And if you don't do it next Moxley, you and Moxley, steel toe boots, Bryan Danielson style. Bam.
I'd let Mox kick me in the chest as much as he wants to if I got an AEW contract. Shoo. Saw me at AEW. I'll be their stunt dummy. I'll be like Spike Dudley in ECW. Throw me around however you want, guys.
Calm down. Not that big. More like Marco. But go ahead.
Amazing. I'm almost.
You're like
princess.
All right.
You can hear the music that's playing in the background right now. You really giggle because this little exchange that's happening. It's like country. Yes, exactly, dude. It's hilarious. No, that's not. That's our closing music, not that.
Okay.
It's hilarious. You have to see. I wish you could hear this stuff at the same time, but I'll figure out a way to make it happen eventually.
It's all right.
So to finish off the match, it was a kind of a lame spot as well, but is what it is. Jungle Boy gets on top of Luchasaurus' shoulders. Cassie was on the top rope. Cassie went for a crossbody. Jungle Boy does a backflip and somehow ends up being like a power slam for him. Okay. He gets a 1-2.
When you got moves like that, it's just sometimes getting it set up. It's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's obviously at. Okay, you can do it a couple seconds, kind of wait for the guy, but it's kind of like a 10 second thing, and it's just like you're still trying to set it up and make sure everyone's in the right spot.
Cassie sitting on the top rope like.
Exactly. So I mean. Was it cool? If you just clip the spot where Cassie's jumping, doing crossbody, Jungle Boy hit him with a follow-away slam backflip.
Multiple team match, and you kind of set that up and have the camera angle pointed at another crew, another set of the tag teams while you're doing that. And you
exactly.
Cool. You manipulate the camera. The people in attendance are going to be like, "What are they doing?" But the people watching at home are going to be like, "Oh, that's awesome, great, cool."
Exactly. Yeah. But hey, thank you for trying to be creative. Obviously, they're trying to outdo each other, and that's kind of the tricky thing. Specifically AEW, just wrestling in general. You're always trying to outdo the next big spot. So they tried, didn't really work. Maybe some tweaking. But yeah. Because it was cool to see Jungle Boy catch him, do the follow-away slam type of thing. That was super awesome, but it was too much time. And it just kind of looked like you said, he's just kind of like twiddling his thumbs, waiting. So
it's like I don't know. Anyway, so Private Party catches Luchasaurus with the silly string to get a near fall. Jungle Boy locks in the snare trap on Cassidy. Quinn breaks it up with a top rope shooting star press. Once again,
the best shooting star press in the game.
It's really nice, but once again, doesn't make logical sense. You're going to sit there and let Cassidy just take that for another 6 seconds while you're... Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody has me in a hold like that and you climb the top rope for a shooting star press instead of just walking over and kicking the son of a bitch in the face, I'm going to quit the team right then and there because you sat there and just let me sober so you can look cool.
And not only that, but he does a shooting star press, which not only squashes Jungle Boy, but it squashes Isaiah Cassidy at the bottom. So it's just kind of like, It looked cool, and maybe if he was already kind of like lurking on the top rope by the time Jungle Boy snapped it on him, then
leaped off the rope itself, like off the apron, did a springboard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But man, you let him just sit there and just take that pain, and that move is painful. That is brutal.
Yeah, and then you smash not only him, but you smashed me too. Right. So amazing.
Thanks, kinda. She just tapped. So Private Party goes for the gin and juice again on Jungle Boy, but he counters it into a Canadian Destroyer. Look, that was a cool spot. That one worked well. I like that a lot.
Very cool.
Crack Express hits the thoracic. What is it? Is it Thoracic Express? I don't know what their finisher is called.
I thought it was just Jurassic Express. Or is it the triassic? What's it?
I don't know. I thought I've never actually heard them call it out loud.
I think they just said they hit the Jurassic Express. Okay. Jurassic Express. Hit the Jurassic Express. I don't know.
Fair enough. But
cool move though. Right?
Cool move. I like that a lot.
It could be very sloppy though. It's a very risky move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very risky move.
Right, we're done to the play-by-play. Now we can get any other little small discussions. It's a good show though, man. Really good show. Very entertaining.
Well, You forgot you left right after they hit the Dress Express. Who comes out there?
And
the Ass Boys
with them and beat them down, held the title belts up.
Danhausen just buried the Gun Club, by the way. He buried the Gun Club. He buried them. They're not the Ass Boys.
Mr. Ass, dude. Mr. Ass and the Ass Boys. Did you hear the song? They're the Ass Boys. Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys.
You just buried the Gun Club. You buried Danhausen just buried the Gun Club. And you know he's a good guy. I love the guy. But you buried the Gun Club. The Gun Club. I love the Gun Club. I think they have so much potential. But if I kind of feel like the Ass Boys. Like, oh my god, no. Oh, my life is ruined.
Nah, man, they're playing into it real well. They're
well, you gotta go with it.
I mean, they're not going with it all. They're fighting it every inch, but I guarantee you there's.
But Billy Gunn loves it.
Absolutely.
So,
there's gonna be a spot in the next few weeks where they're getting ready to come out to the ring, and that song is gonna play as their entrance theme instead of their real entrance theme. And they're gonna be pissed. It's gonna be hilarious.
I mean, there is some potential.
Dan Haslam will be in the production truck. He's be like, "This is their new song. Play this." I talked to Tony Khan. He says to play this music.
How many teeth do I owe you? Yeah, I mean. They could definitely get a push. They can get the Danhausen push for sure, and make it pretty cool. But I don't know. I kind of feel like Uncle Jim on this. I don't know what Uncle Jim saying. I kind of had that same probably disposition. You just buried the Gun Club. The Gun Club was actually kind of cool.
That's not buried.
I thought. I would say they're buried because now you're making them a joke. You're making them a joke. They're called the Ass Boys,
right.
and they're gonna.
They're down with Mr. Ass.
Right. This is true. We'll see, man. We'll see. Well, you know, I have like a fantasy of Gun Club becoming something bigger, something greater. I want all the Cowboys. Get in there. Be a super group.
This isn't going to stick forever. They'll be called that for a little while. It'll be a good little joke. But once they get the shot with Danhausen, it'll go away. They're not buried. If anything, this is giving them more exposure. Because
true. That's true.
Ultra popular, dude. Like, people underestimate. Like, I was reading comments. People were like, "Who is this guy? Blah blah blah. How you gonna bring?" Somebody actually, one of the funniest comments was, "We're looking to give people opportunities. Fires Big Swole, hires Danhausen. WTF?" Well, Big Swole didn't draw a dime. Couldn't really wrestle. Danhausen can wrestle, and he's gonna make you a ton of money.
He doesn't have to wrestle. He doesn't have to wrestle. People line up to come out of the out from under the ring, do the stare down, and walk his ass right out of the arena. That's people will lose their shit.
I mean, that was a
Big Swole never did that.
He got the biggest pop of the night Wednesday.
Yeah. And Wednesday had mega pops.
Yes.
It was an amazing show.
Yeah.
But and you're right. Ultimately, you are right about Danhausen. What he can actually do for the Gun Club. Because they're kind of like middle of the road. They kill on Dart, but it's just like who? And then but I would love to see that idea that you just mentioned. Danhausen being in the production room.
He's absolutely gonna
playing the Ass Boy song. That would be good. I'm down for it.
I know Danhausen's character. That's 100% going to happen because he's gonna say, "I got you guys this new song. You're not even going to use it. No, I do want to use it. I'll put it in the show."
Keep an eye out on BTE because that might be the build up there, and then we might see it on Dynamite.
Danhausen on BTE. That's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, man. It was Rampage was good. It was good. It was good.
AEW shows,
yeah.
even at their worst, are still better than WWE. And I actually watched SmackDown last night because I'm tempted to expand this out and to do a WWE show. You know, even if you weren't involved with it or not, for me just to talk about it.
Yeah.
I immediately changed my mind. Like I struggled, dude. I struggled through it. I watched all of SmackDown, and the entire time I'm like,
you're forcing yourself to do it. It's a painful task. And we watch JD, and you see the shout out to JD, man. But you see the frustration, the anguish, the remorse. You're like, why does he put himself through this? And he does it for the fans.
Foley jump off the top of Hell in a Cell. It's for the fans. Why does JD force himself to watch SmackDown? For the fans.
He's like, I watch it. You don't have to.
But I mean, there was a cool little segment at the end with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, which you weren't around with the Shield. You didn't watch all that stuff go down. The Shield was a really cool group, but like that dynamic there was very nice, very evil. Real cool little spot that they had at the end of the show. Just a talking segment, but Roman Reigns is portrayed as this big monster basically right now, and Seth Rollins got in his head and made him start look like a puppy dog. He was like beat down and sad just from words.
Yeah.
He was doing his inner Eddie Kingston. It was real nice.
Nice.
So next week.
Next
week on Dynamite, we get CM Punk versus MJF, which I do think is going to happen. I changed my previous statement. I said I didn't think it was going to happen, but then I started thinking, man, Tony Khan doesn't advertise things he doesn't deliver on.
Yeah.
The match is going to happen. And I think MJF's going to win clean in Chicago.
No.
I think so.
No. This will be half a match. This won't be the real deal. I think this will be a match. I think you're right. But I don't think it will. It'll be half a match.
It'll be like MJF and Jericho kind of. I think they may get one more, but MJF's not going to lose to CM Punk, I don't think.
And whatever happens, it's not going to be obviously it's not going to be clean. I don't know how they're going to out of it. But I don't think it'll be the match that's going to come to a conclusion, which then it picks up kind of like the hangnails. It won't be like that. It's just going to be okay. They're actually doing this, and then we're going to be like, oh, right. It's MJF being a coward.
All right, then we're going to get Guy LaRose and Ruby Soho.
Next.
House of Black versus Pac and Penta. Really excited about that match, honestly. I know you're not, because you're just, All right, let me try the House of Black.
He Christian.
Yeah. And the Devil versus Pac and Penta. So. That's the only matches announced for Dynamite at this time. Friday, we get Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa and Jay Lethal versus Absolute Ricky Starks, baby.
That's gonna be cool. Man.
I started just putting on the preview. The matches are coming up. Since you threw that on me last week, I went ahead and made sure I had that typed out for. Since you want to throw out randomly, like, hey, what matches are coming up? That was not a planned segment. I guess we're gonna start doing that from now on.
Hey man, we gotta know.
Yes, and I guess it's my job to know so that you can know. I do it so you don't have to, right?
Thank you. And because of you, we're here. We're in this thing.
We are in this thing. Fair enough. All right, man. Well, that's all I've got. You got anything else you want to add on to this episode of Rampage?
Nah, man. It was like I said, and unsurprisingly,
Great episode of Rampage. And I think it was actually better than a lot of the other Rampage. Rampage is a good show. But I had great time watching it. That Lee Johnson, Brock Anderson just solidified the night for me. All the other matches were good. That match was a special match. We got a chance something very special, something that could be, developed. So that was awesome.
Good stuff. All right, man. Well, that's all I got for today, for this as well. I don't have anything else I want to add on to the show. So
all right. Enjoy the music.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Share it with your friends.
And smash that little like button. There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Give it a smash. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate it. We are the Ringside Rebellion, and we will see you Wednesday.